Hi everyone, Gig Coach Jake here, your go-to for gig economy news, tips, and tricks. And there's a lot of buzz about the new program DoorDash has introduced. Their rewards program. I'm sure it's all over social media. I don't know, I'm not on there anymore. It's a great thing. You can find me on Patreon. The link's right there. Anyhow, about this rewards program. This is only available to certain people in certain cities. iOS, not Android. They hope to release this and test it for Android in early September. Be patient. Another reason why you should have two devices. I always talk about this. Having one on iOS and Android. Make that investment. It could be a write-off for some of you. To be eligible for this, you need at least a 4.7 customer rating and a 95% completion rating. 200 deliveries overall and 100 deliveries for that month. This being the new month, the ones that were eligible, last month they held a 4.7 by the end of the month. They had at least 200 deliveries overall and 100 deliveries within that month. And again, a completion rating of 95%. Notice there's no mention of acceptance rating, like the majority of these other companies use. That's just a way of them to get you to accept more garbage in order to chase, what I like to say, donut on a stick. Well, humans chasing a carrot on a stick. Maybe a mule or a horse back in the day, and that's where that saying came from. Not 100% sure. But today, people chase donuts. Let's be real. Anyhow, Uber has a program similar to this, but you have to accept the majority of your offers. That's not ideal. You're essentially robbing Peter to pay Paul. Working smarter is a better way to go. Don't let these companies manipulate you into working like an employee and decreasing profits by racking up more miles on your car and taking less profitable offers. Now, these requirements can change at any point in time. Again, this is just a test pilot program in certain cities. They could add some type of acceptance rating requirement later on. If and when they do, this rewards program becomes garbage. For right now, it's a beautiful thing. What does this allow? What type of rewards are they seeing? Dashers that are eligible for this program not only are able to dash at any time, meaning they do not have to schedule. Yes, DoorDash would still like you to go schedule. That way they have a better idea of how many dashers are going to be on the road at one time. But you can now jump on and dash at any time. Say there's a peak pay promo and you can't get on for nothing for the life of you. If you're one of those eligible, you can now jump on and take advantage of that peak pay without being scheduled early. That is huge. On top of that, you will receive priority over other dashers. Think if there's a cluster of you sitting in an area waiting for offers and you're the only one with that rewards program in priority. You're going to stay busier, you're going to get better offers, and you could be a lot more selective on which offers you actually take. This is huge. This is a big deal. Let me share with you the details that they share on the actual site itself. So like you see here, it is a test pilot program for a limited time in select areas. Hopefully there'll be more benefits to come along with these. For the time being, these are huge. Again, the ability to dash at any time without being on a schedule or waiting for dash now opportunities, and the ability to have priority over other dashers when offers come through. It looks like on the account page on your Dasher app, you can view the actual rewards that you're eligible for. If and when they change these, that is where that information will be. And again, there's all the details on how you qualify. The 4.7 customer rating, 95% completion rating, not very hard. If you can't keep a 95% completion rating, that tells me you're not being picky enough when you accept offers. You're running into too many situations where you have to reassign that you could have avoided by being pickier up front. Let that sink in for a bit. Think about that before you want to defend your side of things. And then 100 deliveries within that month. So for example, for next month to be eligible, you would have done 100 deliveries in August with a 4.7 customer rating and 95% completion rating for that month. You might want to track those numbers on your own. The app does track your last 100 deliveries, as far as I know. as well as 200 lifetime deliveries to date by the end of the month. So $11.59 by the end of this month, that is when your numbers and your data goes to them to find out who is eligible. Now let's take a look and see which cities are eligible. And again, Android, I'm sorry, September, you should have an opportunity. Make sure you get your numbers up right now within this month for all of you that are Android users and in these cities that I'm about to list and read off. So now you can see not only is it select cities, but select zones. Punch that in, you'll be able to get all this information. I'll pop that here, a little overhead for you to be able to see and check out for yourself. I'm just going to scroll on this. I don't want to read all these off. It takes too much time. But as you can see, it lists off all zones, certain zones. It was on the actual list up above, and I do not see right here where it says, yeah, Arizona. So not even Phoenix alone, it's all zones in Arizona. We're very fortunate. Android users, next month, make sure you get those numbers up so you can be eligible for the program. Now, for all of you that still had faith and were using DoorDash at your advantage and working smarter, this is a great news for all of you. Now you have the opportunity to increase your earnings by being a better dasher and eligible for this rewards program without accepting more offers. That's awesome. Again, back to what I always say, acceptance rating has zero bearing. Focus on your completion rating. Now there's reason to have a higher. I've actually got my numbers up recently. Mine is above 95%. And customer rating, there's always been a reason to keep that high. We don't want to be deactivated. 4.7, that's not too hard to achieve. And I'll have a video coming out soon on how to keep your customer ratings high or how to get them higher. Hope all this helps. If anything, helps give you a positive outlook on what's to come. Work smarter, but be aware of what these companies can and will do. They have proven to be unethical and not have our best interests in mind. The only reason they're making these changes right now is because they want Dashers to support them in keeping them as independent contractor company in California, where they have a lot of their business. Have a great day, evening. Be safe out there. And hashtag low pay, no way. Let's keep forcing these positive changes for all gig workers worldwide.